Welcome back to the channel, and I don't even know what I'm going to title this right now. It's kind of some comments. It's really, I was watching some current events. I had something set up. I'll be honest, I don't want to exploit it, but I guess
One of the first things
with everything the channel has been about, I have to admit that this is as resonating a 2 minutes of time as I've heard in a while. And like I said, I said it was more about comments because it is. Because you got right here from 5 minutes ago, Jim A, possibly my favorite track, This or Fever. Rolling, if they tour near both of us, would love to see them with your brother. And Broken Peach. Now, I mean, I made up for being kind of a hater the first time. And here we have, it's just a thank you. And I know musicians know the reactor thing, it works, even if it's not getting them a ton of views on our channel. We get, right, it feeds the algorithm. But then, I mean, I think this is the bass player. And then yeah, the Extreme, learning about Extreme and the people that are kind of really happy to see that happening. And it is mostly about this is, there's a lot of really cool people in my comments. And I know it's because I don't chase the rage, the click algorithm like everybody else, right? I'd have to name this a Tucker Carlson video if I wanted to get on the. But I don't want to attract anything faster than we're already attracting, because I am so impressed and happy with the interactions that I get on this channel. And I know I haven't been saying much lately, and it kind of went to the wayside. Oh boy. Ha. From 10 hours ago, waiting for you to do the NF Happy video. I did the NF Happy reaction. I snapped off so hard I don't know if I can put it up. I could do it over, but I went off on well, it's funny. It's actually why we're here right now. The happy video was not happy. And depression and the cycle of depression, and that's real. But you know what else is real?
Good evening, it's Tucker Carlson. One of the first things you realize when you step outside the noise for a few days is how many genuinely nice people there are in this country. Kind and decent people, people who really care about what's true, and a bunch of hilarious people also. A lot.
So, to be fair, it's weird that NF comment actually ties in right off the bat. I have to find a much more positive way to address it, because I know, well, I've dealt with other people who are steeped in depression, and family members, and hell, I'm mostly manic. So if I'm manic, you can guess what the other side looks like. You just don't get to see it on film, right? I don't turn on the camera. You get to see me up and crazy, but you don't get to see the bummer side. I know it all exists. But I also know that we reflect the fronts we put on. And even if it's a facade, sometimes we need some of that. And I couldn't do it with the NF. It was too in the dumps, depressing, not enough hope in there, and I think we need more hope, honestly. And I think we need more hope because of, well, this right here.
Good evening, it's Tucker Carlson. One of the first things you realize when you step outside the noise for a few days is how many genuinely nice people there are in this country. Kind and decent people, people who really care about what's true, and a bunch of hilarious people also. A lot of those. It's got to be the majority of the population, even now. So that's heartening. The other thing you notice when you take a little time off is how unbelievably stupid most of the debates you see on television are. They're completely irrelevant. They mean nothing. In 5 years, we won't even remember that we had them. Trust me, as someone who's participated. And yet at the same time, and this is the amazing thing, the undeniably big topics, the ones that will define our future, get virtually no discussion at all. War, civil liberties, emerging science, demographic change, corporate power, natural resources. When was the last time you heard a legitimate debate about any of those issues?
Okay, and not to tie, yes, two. It's a tell. So, of course, I want to tie it back to what I'm talking about over here. So, the good stuff. I got distracted. I was reading some. Gina is actually all over our reactions right now. So, hello, Gina, if you see this. Thank you. That's really awesome. But NF. Okay, so I'm going off about some stuff lately because what I see is actually what I truly believe is detrimental messaging to all of us. Now, it can't be Motley Crue-esque girls debauchery and all fun. But it also can't be every day is drug-induced coma because my depression or check boxes are acting up. It can't be brushed under the rug, but it can't be put on a pedestal. So it's a balance. And I get frustrated because I think there's a deeper conversation that even big old dummies like myself can get involved in. And then there's so many wiser people. But we talk about feelings and, well, talk about the same kind of stuff that really is your business to go tell your pillow and a box of tissues and your favorite rom-com or, box of Twinkies or favorite wine or whatever you escape to. Cool. But for talking points that we all need to engage in,
discussion at all. War, civil liberties, emerging science, demographic change, corporate power, natural resources. When was the last time you heard a legitimate debate about any of those issues? It's been a long time. Debates like that are not permitted in American media. Both political parties and their donors have reached consensus on what benefits them.
And then to be fair, I had to do this because this channel got a strike because of something that was true. But at the time, the powers that want to be deemed it not nothing. A regular person couldn't communicate it. The artist could put it in their music because they couldn't do something about it because I guess they didn't control their free speech, but our free speech. So, to be fair, I harp about it because every time I log in, it says, warning, community guidelines strike. And what I said is true. That's the kicker. I didn't lie at all. The artist didn't lie at all. But somehow the truth was problematic, but the messaging, the narrative, and the profit margins, they mattered more.
Both political parties and their donors have reached consensus on what benefits them, and they actively collude to shut down any conversation about it. Suddenly, the United States looks very much like a one-party state. That's a depressing realization, but it's not permanent. Our current orthodoxies won't last.
Well, it's unsustainable, and I harp on this, and then I'm so tired of hearing the word democracy. If we're only allowed to say something, it ain't democracy. free exchange of ideas has got to reign supreme.
That's a depressing realization, but it's not permanent. Our current orthodoxies won't last. They're brain dead. Nobody actually believes them. Hardly anyone's life is improved by them. This moment is too inherently ridiculous to continue, and so it won't. The people in charge know this. That's why they're hysterical and aggressive. They're afraid. They've given up persuasion. They're resorting to force. But it won't work. When honest people say what's true, calmly and without embarrassment, they become powerful. At the same time, the liars who've been trying to silence them shrink, and they become weaker. That's the iron law of the universe. True things prevail. Where can you still find Americans saying true things? There aren't many places left, but there are some, and that's enough. As long as you can hear the words, there is hope. See you soon.
So I have to honestly admit that I don't here. To be fair, I had to come here. I had to do this because just today alone, I also noticed that I watched the Health and Human Services person. Where was it? I don't know. I'm not going to do that to us now. But it appears that a lot of stuff I ramble about. Well, if I come over here, to be fair, it says current events and tinfoil hat specials right here on my information page description. So, sometimes I don't go very hard. I stick with that music and opinion. But I had to go the rest of the way today because I think current events, tinfoil hat truths are, becoming the same thing. And I guess I'm going to share what I say to my honey. And I hope I'm not wrong, but I don't know if I'm right. But I think the narrative, mainstream media, whatever you want to call the machine that, I don't know if anybody's seen the latest propaganda. It was all an AP announcement where all of them, it's like hey, what did you buy for Christmas? 1, 2, did you get something for yourself? Maybe buy a gift for yourself. And then they all read the same script. There's a new one. I saw Rogan show it to Howie Mandel, and unless it was AI, Howie was tripping. He was like, that is scary because they all read this same, dangerous to democracy, dangerous to democracy. I didn't realize when GNR put out Chinese democracy, they were really telling us that democracy meant communism, right? Now, I have come far enough to know that we need some socialized systems to help people in need. But I'm not going to be lectured for all this time about war effort against communism as they secretly usher in communism. Bullshit. And then we get to ask these questions because if immigration is an all-time high through the border, must be a reason. Must be cool to be an American. Because otherwise, if that side would admit that it's to destroy the country, then that's all treasonous bullshit, and we've got a big problem. I can't find that one clip, but I will say, all in all, I'm pretty excited about the future. Nope. That's because it's the wrong place. Yeah, I do that. Oh, man. Jim A is stealing my heart right now. Talking overkill. Because that's the thing. I just really, I guess to finish up my ideas here and with Tucker and I honestly would like to react to the heritage speech. And for anybody who would like to join along and appreciate that. Um, I understand what's going on. I listened to most of the stuff the guy has said over the last week or so, and the posts about it. And I don't know what Kermit's doing with that there, but it's there. Mostly puppies, okay? Most of it's not politics. Most of it's puppies and kittens. I like that. But a lot of the other stuff too. Well, wow, I'm okay. 50. Wow, that's pretty much long enough. Yeah, I love Overkill. I'm super appreciative of the love that the channel gets, the comments, and I definitely got to try to get in there. And I'm not making promises yet. I'm current events, family things, and other stuff have all come. They come together and throw my life into turmoil, and that's easy to do. And I'm not good at faking it, so I don't. So I do have. I'm gonna put this up right now so that I did Billy Strings. Watch it fall. I gotta. I don't know if I should put it out. It was pretty opinionated. So okay, sure. I'm gonna put it out. Some Rush, Morris Day, and Billy Gibbons. That's all from yesterday. But then I'm going to put this out on top and leave it because it's, well, I don't always put this stuff up front, but there's been a lot going on. And as much as I enjoy and could hide in the positives, which are like, the comments and respect, there you go, like baby metal. One down vote. I have to go all the way back to the stage, which I was super opinionated in. 2 down votes. It's up there. You know, one. I have a steady. I definitely got a hater or two out there creeping around. Because it's always something good. They do not come and they don't hate on the. Here's what's weird. I don't hate on the thrash where I get all kinds of opinionated stuff going. No hate there. It's weird. But, okay. Yeah. No. Mostly everything is really good. But current events hit hard and I had to reflect. I'm going to try to come back in the morning and put in one of the big days. Yeah, maybe 8, 9, 12 if it was a good day. But we'll try. I got stuff waiting. I got good stuff coming. And, yeah, I'll just put that, what did I do? Where is it? Oh, I see. I'm waiting. I'm on last week already. Yeah, no, this is horrible. Rush, Morris Day, and Billy Strings. I should have those. Those should have already been out. If you made it all the way to here, I had a lot to say in that Billy Strings. This is tough, but I also that's why I shared the Tucker thing because I guess take it all with a grain of salt, but that's how I felt. I'll do it all again tomorrow.